If you're interested in enjoying only the best food available, you might find inspiration from the following 10 most expensive foods in the world, assuming you'll be able to afford them, of course. Number 10. Moose cheese. Moose cheese is an interesting type of food. Moose cheese is seemingly made by milking a moose, which we assume is a pretty difficult job. This odd and relatively rare cheese goes for up to $500 per pound, making it one of the most expensive foods in the world. It's definitely right up at the top of the list as far as expensive cheeses are concerned. Moose can produce around 5 liters of milk per day. This milk can be used to make a wide variety of cheeses. We have to admit that we'd be hesitant to try moose cheese, although we're sure that it's somewhat difficult to come by. If you've ever had moose cheese and have anything to say about it, be sure to let us know all about it in the comments. Number 9. Matsutake mushrooms. These mushrooms grow throughout Asia, Europe, and North America. It's highly sought after in Asian markets and is considered to be one of the very best mushrooms in the world. This is partly due to its very distinctive, spicy odor. Matsutake mushrooms require very specific growing conditions, so cultivating them is fairly difficult. Prices can range from $2 per pound for pickers, right on up to $1,000 per kilo for the very best mushrooms. In order to grow properly, Matsutake mushrooms form a symbiotic relationship with the roots of a number of tree species, allowing them to receive enough nutrients to thrive. Number 8. Yubari King Cantaloupe. A prized variety of cantaloupe, the Yubari King is a hybrid between two different types of cantaloupe, Earl's Favorite and Burpee's Spicy Cantaloupe. 2 Yubari King melons were once sold at auction for around $3.5 million back in 2008. Additionally, a pair of Yubari King melons were once bought by a fruit and vegetable market in Amagasaki for over $400,000. If that isn't crazy enough, a company based in Tokyo, Poka Sapporo Food and Beverage Ltd, topped the list when they bought a pair of Yubari King melons for around $700,000. Number 7. Densuki Black Watermelons. Most watermelons have a very particular looking skin, but Densuki Black Watermelons flip the script. They have a black skin, as their name suggests, and much more flavor than their traditional counterparts. Densuki Black Watermelons are also much sweeter than regular watermelons, although their consistency is pretty much the same. Another thing that Densuki Black Watermelons have going for them is that they also have very few seeds. The skin of these watermelons is notoriously tough. They're mostly black, but do have dark green skins too. Densuki Black Watermelons are extremely rare, and each year, only around 100 are cultivated. Each watermelon can weigh up to 8 pounds, and the average price ranges between $250 and $1,000 each, based on their quality. Grown mainly in Japan, Densuki watermelon seeds are available for growers all over the world. Number 6. White Alba Truffle. Truffles are expensive to begin with, but the white Alba truffle puts all the rest to shame. These truffles grow only in Italy and only during certain times of the year. They prefer being close to hardwood trees. The white Alba truffle's scientific name is Tuber magnatum and is said to have the best flavor of all truffles. They look somewhat grizzled and have very firm flesh, along with a pale gold and brown color. White truffles are larger than most on average. That's a bit of a shame, because white truffles are super expensive, with one 2-pounder selling for around $85,000 and other larger truffles going for much more. Number 5. Wagyu steaks. In Japan, beef is given the label of the area in which it was cultivated, and Wagyu is one of the best areas for raising cattle. In recent years, Wagyu beef has actually increased in fat percentage, resulting in even better marbling than before. Wagyu is rated based on how much usable meat can be harvested from a cow, then numbered on a scale of 1 to 5 to determine how evenly fat is distributed throughout the meat. The numbered scale also takes into account the color of the meat and quality of the fat. 4 main breeds are used for Wagyu beef, the most popular of which is the Japanese black. Wagyu steak can cost around $200 per pound. Number 4. Ayam Cemani Black Chicken. A fairly uncommon breed of chicken from Indonesia, the Ayam Cemani black chicken has a dominant gene that causes hyperpigmentation. Even its internal organs are black. These chickens are very common in Indonesia, and getting them there isn't all that difficult. When it comes to the rest of the world, however, these chickens are hard to find. making them quite expensive. Based on the quality of the chicken, a buyer can fetch up to $2,500 per chicken. Number 3. Iberian ham. A type of cured ham that's produced in Spain and Portugal, Iberian ham is generally made from black Iberian breed pigs. The curing process regularly takes over 1 year to produce top-quality Iberian ham, although some producers cure theirs for 2 years. The finest grade of Iberian ham is designated Jamón Iberico de Bellota. Number 2. Saffron. Saffron is a prized spice that's derived from a very specific flower. It has been the world's costliest spice for countless generations at this point. So how expensive is the world's most expensive spice, you may ask? Well, saffron will set you back around $5,000 per kilo, which is probably a lot more than a lot of you are willing to pay for spices. That said, you won't need that much to spice up all your favorite dishes. Saffron is super expensive because it's difficult to harvest. The current methods are extremely labor-intensive. Number 1. Kopi Luwak coffee. This coffee is a little gross for some people, but others claim that it's the best-tasting coffee in the entire world. Kopi Luwak coffee involves letting Asian palm civets eat and digest the coffee cherries and beans before they're collected. These are only partly digested and begin to ferment as they make their way through the civet's intestines. The result is a very distinctive tasting coffee that has a ridiculously high value when compared to other varieties of coffee. Prices can hit upwards of $700 per kilo. New intensive farming practices force-feed palm civets in order to produce as much coffee as possible, which has led to the industry being called out for animal abuse. We'd love to hear what you think about Kopi Luwak coffee in the comments below. And that's 10 most expensive foods in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun.